Hi, so for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mateo Chavez-Lewis. I'm a professional music director and musical theater composer working right now in New York City and off-Broadway. Today, I'm going to react to Aaron Tveit singing Pity the Child from the currently running Broadway revival of Chess the Musical. This is a huge song for Aaron. Obviously, he gets to hit some really high notes, so let's see how he does it.
I was my single good companion, taking my comfort there. Up in my room, planned my conquests on my own, never asked for a helping hand. No one would understand.
Okay, so there are a few things I'm noticing right away. The first is his tone here. He's really light and really breathy with it. Oh. Wait a second.
I'll never rest, prepare for.
Na. Interesting. So this is actually a semitone lower than the original. The original we're in C minor. Here, we're down in B minor. That's very interesting. I didn't know that they lowered the key for him. But what I was going to say about his tone here is he's so light and breathy on this, right? We're down in a pretty low part of his range. Down around here. He's going to end up singing here by the end. But even though we're low in his range, he's not bringing weight to the tone, right? There's no heaviness to it. It's not, I never asked the pair. It's none of that. It's, I never asked the pair who fought below, right? There's a lightness to it. The placement is the same placement that he's going to need when he goes up to the high notes at the end. He's setting himself up for success right away from the beginning of the song. His phrasing here is also very conversational. Rather than being rhythmic, no one would understand. It's not that. It's no one would understand, right? It's very free. He's not locked into the rhythm, and that gives us a lot of room to grow, obviously.
Pity the child who has ambition, knows what he wants to do, knows that he'll never fit the system others expect him to. Pity the child who knew his parents, saw their faults, saw their love die before his eyes. Pity the child that wise. He never asked, did I cause your distress? Just in case they said yes.
Interesting. So two more things I'm noticing. The first thing is his head placement. You'll notice he's barely moving his face and he's barely moving his neck. He never asked, did I cause your distress, right? He's so still. And what that does is it allows him to stay completely relaxed. He's not building up any extra tension that's going to stop him from hitting the high notes at the end of the song. He never asked, because look what happens when I try to really engage my facial muscles, right? He never asked, did I do you see that like tension that's popping out here in my neck? We don't want that when we're singing, generally. So he's staying perfectly still, which allows him to stay perfectly relaxed. The other thing that I'm noticing is the way he handles the low notes, because this, just in case they said yes, is probably the lowest note in the song, that low B. And rather than, again, bringing weight to it, he totally throws it away. It's almost just a whisper. Just in case they said yes. So that he can maintain that higher placement that he's going to need when he goes up for those higher notes at the end of the song. I mean, everything he's doing right now is just setting himself up to hit those high notes at the end.
When I was 12, my father moved out. That I was, I thought this would bring
So in this section, I'm really noticing the way that he balances his rock style of singing with his classical style of singing. Now, obviously, this is a rock show. It's very pop rock influenced. The music was written by one of the members of ABBA. And Aaron Tveit knows how to do a rock show. I mean, one of his first gigs was on the national tour of Rent. He also, though, has this classical voice background as well. And he's kind of going between the two different styles here. For example, he went, "The whimper not with a shout." He went very kind of nasal with the out of shout, which is more rock and roll. But then we get "fool that I was" in a very classical vowel. So he's kind of going back and forth and using both sides of his singing technique. Also, I just want to say quickly, if you're an actor and you're looking for someone to do audition coaching with, I do that kind of thing for actors all the time. Audition coaching, rep coaching. I prepare people's rep books for them with sheet music and audition cuts and piano tracks. If that's something that you need, send me a message. I'll leave my contact info in the description. I would love to work with you. Now let's get back to talking about Aaron Tveit. Oh, that rhythm is cool. Oh, changing time signatures there. Okay, we're getting higher in the range.
I had my game to play. I had the skill and all the hunger, easy to get away. Hitting the track, no such weapons.
Ooh,
no
nice.
defense, no escape from the ties that bind. Always a step behind.
Oh, he is so good. He's just so good. Because that whole section is crazy. It just keeps getting higher and higher, right? Like we start out here, as before, on the E. Then we go, I took the road, to the F sharp. Then we go, I had the skill and more the hunger, to the G sharp. Then we have, pity the child with no such weapons, up to the high B, which is a very high note. A very high note indeed. But what he's doing that's so masterful is that he's keeping it all in the exact same place, right? He's not reaching for the notes at all. Even when he gets kind of throaty on, I have the skill and more the hunger, like, he's still keeping that placement completely intact. So that when he goes, pity the child with no such weapons, it's right there in the exact same place. And when I did that, I found it a lot easier to hit that note. Thank you, Aaron Tveit.
Always a step behind. I never more to tell her all I've done.
Here comes the big note. Ready?
I was only her son.
Woo! Nice. I just want to take a moment to talk about that note. I want to talk about how he's hitting it. And I want to talk specifically about the vowel he's using. Let's listen to it one more time.
I was only her son.
First of all, there's a lot of nasal resonance in that, right? That's helping him get to the high note. But also, he's not spreading it, right? He's not going sa, because even though that might, that might feel more powerful, especially as the singer, it sometimes feels very powerful to spread the vowel like that because it feels like you're yelling. Ah! But he does have to sing this 8 times a week. And rather than go for broke and just yell it, it's so much better for him to focus it in, make it small, and just hit the note, boom, right in the center of the pitch. Because he knows he can do that 8 times a week no matter what's happening with his body. Second of all, remember how I said we're in a lower key than the original, right? We're in B minor instead of being in C minor. Because in the original, that went up to a high C every time. I was only her son. And listen, Aaron Tveit has a high C. He's got a way better high C than I do. But I'm sure that's the reason they lowered the key, is just to make it a little bit more consistent and comfortable. So that even on the days he's feeling a little bit under the weather, okay, that high C might not be there, but he can still do the show. And when he's one of the star names selling tickets to the show, they don't want him to call in sick every time he's feeling a little under the weather. And I mean, it's still a high B. It's still a very high note we get to hear him sing. Dramatic instrumental break. right back down to the lower part of his range here, I bet.
Pity the child, not forever. Not if he stays that way. He can get all he ever wanted if he's prepared to pay. Pity instead the careless mother, what she missed, what she lost, when she let me go. And I wonder does she know?
Oh my god. That's crazy that he can do that, because we start down here. Pity the child. All the way down here. And then immediately we jump all the way up to pity instead the careless mother on that high B, which is a ridiculous jump to do. But I suspect that the reason he can do it is because he keeps that placement exactly the same. Pity the child. The placement is the same as pity instead, like it's in the same place.
Pity instead the careless mother, what she missed, what she lost, when she let me go. And I wonder does she know? I wouldn't call a crazy thing to do, just in case she said.
Okay, my god, what an ending. You see him setting up for those high notes, right? He goes, crazy thing to do, just in case she said. He like shakes his head a little bit, lets out some tension, and then he goes back, and he mixes that. I have no idea how he mixes so well on an ooh vowel. I can't even attempt to do that. And what's even more impressive is he then comes out of that mix into like a full Oh, that is rough. That is so hard to do. That is just amazing. Then there's this ending, which is new. This like section is not in the original. In the original, it just ends with an instrumental outro, like a guitar solo or something. But here they said, let's give Aaron Tveit one more big high note. And listen, I don't really understand the narrative reason why the character might be going la at the end of the song, but I don't really care because I love to hear Aaron Tveit sing high, and that's exactly what he's doing. And you can see him prep for this big note too. You can see him kind of bend down and release some tension, take a big breath in, and then just go for it. And it's a spectacular ending. He's so good. And if you want to see more Aaron Tveit performances, I have a video reacting to his performance as Sweeney Todd singing Epiphany. So you can check that out next, and I'll see you back on the channel next week. Bye!